On September the 7th this year, the local review committee in Glasgow gave permission for luxury homes to be built on this site.
One of the last pieces of green space in this beautiful historic place, and they want to destroy all that.
This is a decision that has completely shocked and flummoxed the local community.
100 objections, none of them were taken into account when that decision was made.
4 key reports that are supposed to be submitted by council policy were not available.
The Planning Authority did not request a statement of energy. Would we normally? Is that not one of our kind of ticky box type questions that we would be asking?
They obviously hadn't prepared for the hearing.
The information that I have read, there is no trees, there's no mature trees.
The reasons they gave were not based on any planning reasons or exceptions to the Green Belt.
I think as a committee we've got to be pragmatic and flexible.
The committee seemed to have no knowledge of their own council's policies.
Right, that's kind of still new to me, sorry.
It breaks my heart that things like this are being allowed to happen.
The Community Council has spent £5,500 on legal fees, and all that's got us is having the case lodged in the Court of Session. To actually go to court and fight the case is going to cost substantially more. And we were quoted figures of £50,000 to £75,000.
It's almost like a David versus Goliath fight, really.
We're not going to sit down and let them get away with this.
The system isn't working and that it needs to change.
If the only way of challenging decisions is having to raise huge sums of money to fight them in the courts, this is not good for communities. We're hoping our experience will help other communities and will expose some of the poor quality decision making that's taking place in local review committees. We are struggling at the moment to overcome the difficulties in challenging it, because if we lost, we would be responsible not only for our own costs but for the costs of the council and the developers, plus the costs of the court itself. So we're relying on people seeing the injustice and joining us in our fight and supporting us by donating some money to our fighting fund.
Help us to save this. Look at it.
Save our fields!